how are you able to build your career or your business around your passion? Follow me. Number one, immediately you identify your passion and develop some skills around it. Don't wait to get perfection. Just start to implement it. And you don't get value for this, bring it back, we'll give you back your money. We'll give you back your money, because it is not just selling the book and getting money to spend, but it is about the impact you want to see in your life. Then I see it and then I'm happy. You get the point? The same as passion discovery. You pick the book, you work with it, you apply it, you don't find anything important in it, bring it, we'll give you your money. I love to coach, so I didn't wait until I achieved PhD or whatever certificate or degree in coaching. I just started. I started long ago before even getting all my certificates in coaching. For that matter, whatever your passion is, just start it. But I warn that do not take money just yet. As most of you will remember, when I started to engage you one-on-one on my mentoring and on my coaching, like Master John, Master Manasseh, Madam Doreen, and most of you gathered here, I never took a peso up from you. In fact, you never even knew I was coaching you until when you started implementing the discussions we were having. That is when you noticed that, yes, what this man has been telling me is something which has guided my life. And at that time, I used not to take any kobo. But now, before you come to me one-on-one for coaching or attend my conference, you have to pay money. Because I have advanced from that amateur state and I'm now a professional. For that matter, when you are testing your passion, don't take money yet. But later, you will take money. So, but for now, the third point in the series of how to be able to build your skills, to be able to build your business around your passion, is for you to mix your passion with other skills you have. Like I told you earlier on, I won't be an effective facilitator if I don't have facilitation skills. And remember, facilitation has nothing to do with coaching. But then I'm mixing that skill. Communication. If I can't communicate very well, I would have made all of you here bored and then you'll be sleeping up and down. The next is, so search for all the skills you have, add it to the passion, and you move with it. An example of how to mix your passion with other skills you have is, there are so many footballers around. One that comes to mind is Mario Balotelli. Balotelli has great skill in football. He has passion in football because he said that is what he knows he can do. But then he doesn't have the skill of networking with people. He doesn't have the skill in controlling his patients. He doesn't have attitude. He doesn't have a correct attitude. So you find that whereas on the field, he can play to score goals, but off the pitch, even on the pitch, you find him quarreling with so many people. So because of this, so many coaches are unable to coach him. I mean, football coaches. Then number 4 is determine what works. See, when you are implementing your passion around, you are implementing your business around your passion, one thing to do is to check what works and what doesn't work. Indeed, as I began thinking about how I should turn out my impact in society, my impact in people's lives, I began thinking around many things. How do I do it? Do I do it through establishing a school? Do I do it through coaching? Do I do it through establishing an NGO? How do I do it? Then, as I continued to search and build my skills around my passion, I landed on building a company that is into coaching, where I have the opportunity to meet people one-on-one and I'm able to deliver the impact. Have the opportunity to meet people during workshops and then I deliver the impact. So I'm saying that even though my passion was in coaching, I didn't start as a coach. I started as a field facilitator. I started as a facilitator in workshops. I started as somebody who was working in a different field altogether. But then I knew I was building my skills. I knew the skills in whatever I'm doing is going to be related to my passion. Then gain insights into the demand. Right now in Ghana, in Africa, there are most people, even when you say you are a coach, they think you are a football coach or a personal fitness coach. But I am a life coach. I take your life from 10 to 100 by helping you deliver on your skills. So, do people pay for me to coach them? At the beginning, I wouldn't know. But when I search around, there are not many coaches around. So it means that it's a field that I must really watch before I start. So how am I supposed to watch? I'm supposed to now check, will people pay money to come? Then what I did was, okay, let me establish other businesses with business strategies. So those businesses will begin to work for me so that even when I start my coaching and it's not immediately paying off, I can still continue to feed on my passion. Then very soon, people get to know that what I do delivers benefits. So they come to pay and participate. So gain insights into the demand for your skills and competition in your industry before you begin. Full skill. The next for you to do in order to build your skills around your passion is to pay attention to what you like and what you don't like about your passion. The next is to open up for more suggestions. Indeed, as a young person, there are many people out there with lots of skills. Because for me, even as you think I'm an excellent coach, I still have people I consult. I'm open to many suggestions. I read a lot. I watch videos. I listen. I observe in order to facilitate and refine my skills. So that is not just where I end. And then when you're able to do all of this, then launch your business by starting small. Start small. I have started in a different way. It doesn't mean you should start the way I have started. Remember, I have worked for more than 15 years before I started Passion Drive and coaching and consultancy. But then, the way I started it, within the next 2 months, many people have heard, and so many things have happened as if Passion Drive has been in existence for about 10 years. But you may start differently. If, say, you are to start coaching, you can start by just walking to individual people, talking to them about what you do, and then changing their lives one after the other before you begin to market, setting up your website, setting up your channels on YouTube and all the other places like we have done right now. But you, whatever your passion is, however skills you have built, however you have tested it, start small. It is when you start small that you can manage it when it is big. Follow an influential figure in your field. I have so many coaches. I'm a coach, but I have so many personal coaches who are paying money to coach me. I have so many role models who model how and where I should go. So you can do this as well. At Passion Drive, we provide mentoring opportunities, provide coaching opportunities, provide consulting opportunities. Come, we will provide you this service. Another is to consider related careers and then develop and maintain solid connections. I've mentioned this already. You are in this workshop because you know me personally and I can deliver what you have paid for. You know somebody who you trust and the person have asked you to pay and come because you trust that person and the person wouldn't lie to you. So everything that is happening around this world is built on network, is built on connections. Do not lose this. In building great relationships, you are developing wealth. You are developing resources that will keep you going even when everything is failing. Because you should be able to have people around that you call. Please, can you get me $1 million? The person wouldn't blink and then get you that money. You are moving into a country, you don't know much about it, you have read, but you find little information and you know somebody there. Please, where do you think I can pick up accommodation and it is cheap, but I can use it, I can use that place to do all my things. In which city do you think I can live very peacefully in this country? Look, those connections are going to get you to be able to save lots of resources. Lots of resources. All right. So I mentioned earlier that during your national service, one of the ways you can gain experience
is to work and serve your bosses very well so they are able to feel comfortable with you. In that same advantage, your bosses, like I used to do, like Master Godwin, Aisha, Rama, and co, when you were doing your service, one of the easiest ways you were able to find the jobs you are doing right now is I connected you to people who can help you. I connected you to NGOs. I connected you to people who can sign appointment letters. And as soon as you finish, you were able to land yourself in one job in NGO or one job in the public service. That is the power of building connections, building relationships.